There is a building that has stood on the Pacific Coast Highway for more than 65 years. Once a thriving restaurant and bar, it is now a film production company, and although it looks quite innocuous in the light of day, it can be absolutely terrifying at night.
I don't want to believe that I can be that scared. I don't want to believe that there's something out there that you can't see.
If people die violently or suddenly, or they're resisting the death process, they have a hard time moving into the light.
Often they're afraid to cross over. Either they have an attachment to the location or they have an attachment to a person, in which case they may follow a person from place to place.
I don't know why Thelma Todd would want to make her presence known to me.
We believe that she was in fact murdered, and she does still haunt the grounds.
They called her the Hot Toddy, and in the early 1930s, Thelma Todd was one of the hottest movie stars around. She shared the spotlight with legends like Buster Keaton, the Marx Brothers, and Laurel and Hardy. She was part of the golden era of movie making, and she fit right in with the Hollywood elite.
A real intelligent talker, because I've got a mind.
Yes?
Oh, yes. I can hold the interest of a man like you.
Thelma Todd was beautiful, she was fun-loving, she was sparkling. People loved her.
Todd was also a savvy businesswoman. Aware that her career as a silver screen ingenue wouldn't last forever, she opened the Thelma Todd Sidewalk Café and went from movie star sensation to culinary queen. The restaurant was a hit, but the good times were about to end. There was speculation that gangster Lucky Luciano wanted to begin a lucrative gambling ring in the 3rd floor of Thelma's restaurant. Writer Antoinette May investigated the case.
Thelma said, "No, over my dead body." Luciano was supposed to have said, "Well, that can be arranged." Not very long after that, Thelma was found dead.
Thelma's lifeless body was found lying in her car in the garage where she parked it on the hill high above her restaurant.
At first, the police tried to pretend it wasn't a murder. They said that she had committed suicide. Others said that she died of asphyxiation. Her ribs were cracked. Her face was very badly bruised. In no way could it have been a suicide, and it wasn't asphyxiation. But no one knows who killed her.
Those who knew Thelma's love for life insisted she was murdered in that garage, making this Groucho Marx line from Monkey Business all the more prophetic.
I know. You're a woman who's been getting nothing but dirty brakes. Well, we can clean and tighten your brakes, but you'll have to stay in the garage all night.
Linda and Terry Jameson are the world's only psychic twins. They've invented a rare form of automatic writing to tap into the spirit world.
Thelma Todd was set up to be murdered by Lucky Luciano, and evidence has pointed to that, although there may have been a cover-up. But I feel there were 2 men who were associated with him. He was not present, but there were 2 men who actually carried out the job.
Thelma Todd seems to be a spirit that just won't move on.
Over the years, there have been several sightings of Thelma Todd on the grounds of her former restaurant. Many have reported hearing the sound of a running car and the scent of noxious fumes here in this garage, even when no car was present.
When a person dies and a spirit leaves the body and for whatever reason gets trapped on the earth plane, very often they go to a place that's familiar to them.
Several reports have been filed placing the ghost of Thelma Todd on these stairs, a route she would walk each night from the restaurant to her garage.
I will never work nights at that place, ever. Ever, 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 ever.
Seiko Maramba was assistant to the president at the production company that used to be Thelma's Café.
I don't know what made me start looking around, but I was wandering around, turning on all of the lights, kind of scare away the shadows, and I heard it. I heard crying or moaning, and it was just very, very faint.
Was it Thelma Todd weeping in the hallways of her old restaurant? Could she be trying to point a finger at those responsible for her death?
I felt a strong sympathy for Thelma Todd because I believe that she had a great deal to offer. She was enjoying her life. She was living her life so fully, but it ended much, much too soon.
I'd like to think that she was resting in peace. And if she isn't, and she is wandering around in the building, that it's a nice spirit.
You have to go in, you know, as a psychic and channel, what is this? Is this a positive ghost? Is this a negative being? Is this something to be afraid of?
Good spirit or bad, Thelma Todd's presence proved too much for Seika Maramba, who resigned her position at the old restaurant-turned-production company. And as the sightings go on, the story of the hot toddy continues to make people's blood run cold.